Hey everybody, welcome to Friday, TGIF. Don't know about you, I'm very excited for Friday. I like Fridays. I really love my week, but I also really like Fridays because it means weekend. I put a boundary in place a long time ago that unless I'm running an event, I don't actually work on the weekends and I don't do content or anything like that. Usually on the weekends, whatever goes up is being scheduled in. So I like that I get to just kind of like immerse myself in the kids, in family, in roller derby, and whatever it is that is going on. So welcome to the Coffee Rant. It is episode number 243. Yes, 243. That is pretty badass, I reckon. So one of the things that I wanted to talk with you about today is around what kind of excuses are you buying into? Now, I know that we talk a lot about creating content. We talk, which, is what we need to be putting out there in order for your people to find you, for you to be seen, for you to be visible, for you to have impact, for you to be able to use the internet to make money, for you to be able to grow your global presence. Like, we've got to put content out, right? People aren't going to find you if you are not visible or they don't know that you exist because you're not putting anything out there, right? It's like, oh, I need to go find that invisible person. Where is that invisible person? Well, you know what? The invisible person is impossible to try and find. So there are a few different things that I've taught along the way in order to get out there, be more visible, and do all of that stuff. So the first thing that you can do, obviously, is by posting up content. Now, I hear a lot of different reasons and excuses as to why people can't do this. Now, just before I jump into that, I do also want to let you know that we have got the last few days, the last day is today for you to get 50% off for you to get 50% off the normal monthly subscription in the Business Badassery Mastermind. Yes, that last day is today. It will end at midnight tonight. Admittedly, it probably won't end. I won't change the form until tomorrow morning because I'm not getting up at midnight to make that shizzle happen. So if you've been sitting on the fence, then make sure you get into that. Now, within that mastermind, the things that we are going to be covering are, and you can see them in here, but the things that we're going to essentially be covering are all of the things that you need in order for you to really own your space on the internet so that you can be visible, so that you can be seen, so that you can be found, so you can get clients, so you can make money. Everything, absolutely everything that I teach and deliver about is visibility with the intention that you make money. Okay, this is not just some random ego trip where we're just trying to be famous for the sake of being famous, although if that's what you want, that's great. Most people also need to make money. So we'll be talking about marketing. We'll be talking about getting into alignment and coming from a place of that first. Accessing your genius and channeling your genius. Productivity hacks and strategies. Yes, of course, you've got 24/7 group access, mindset strategies, content creation, copywriting techniques, social media strategies, being more visible online, funnels. What the hell is a funnel? How do we create one? How do you know if it's working? Creating your unique marketing positioning, how to start or scale your online business, balancing work life and play in the midst of all of the things that are demanding your attention, boundaries, creating them, upholding them and realigning them. Now, you can read all the rest in here. Now, we are not doing all of that in month one because, number one, I'd be a bloody puddle on the floor. But there are so many things: advertising, or be a book club, increasing your prosperity, accountability, manifesting strategies, household planning, growing confidence, high ticket selling, low ticket selling. What do we do? Rah, rah, rah. So there's a whole lot of stuff that we're going through in there, and these will be helping you to eliminate some of these excuses. So the link is in the comments there. I would really love to have you in there. I think it's really amazing. I'm still finishing off the recording of the $1 Million Success Mindset audio course that comes along as a bonus for this for all of the founders who are coming into month one. So, you can find out a bit more about it in the link below. Meanwhile, the excuses that hold us back, and we really want to be able to eliminate those, right? Like these excuses are unhelpful. They hold us back. They don't help you actually get what it is that you want, which is more clients, more money, more visibility, more success, more impact, more of all of the things, more time, more choice. The most common excuses and reasons that I've found or heard for people not creating content is they will say to me, Nicola, I don't know what to say. So, okay, that could be a valid reason for not going and putting content out there. However, no, it's not actually a valid reason for not putting content out there. If you feel like you have nothing to say, then get out there to your audience, no matter what realm it is that you are in, no matter what industry it is that you're in, get out there and say that. Just say, guys, I didn't know what it was that I wanted to share with you today. So just this one thing that you can do right now to propel and move yourself forward is duk, duk, duk. And then start talking, start sharing something. Start writing a post. Sometimes, if you're a health coach and people are worried about, well, I don't know how to start. I don't know where to start. Tell them something in there. If you are an energy healer and people don't know what the heck that is, talk about what that is. If you are a personal trainer, you can talk about motivation, inspiration, how to just get started. If you're a systemization person, if you're a graphic designer, if you're a lawyer, like you guys, you've always got something to say. If you turn around and say, oh, I don't know what to say today, Nicola, then actually, honestly, that is an excuse and it's a shitty one. Because that's not what really is going on, right? If you're saying, I don't know what to say, what you're actually saying is, I don't really know how it is that I'm going to say the thing that I need to say today, and then that leads to procrastination, and that then leads to overwhelm, and that then leads to guilt, and that then leads to self-flagellation, and then you end up in this big fucking loop of spiraling out of control, guilt, shame, beating yourself up, and then you don't want to get out there and do anything, because let's face it, who wants to go out and put content up when they're feeling like crap? Like it just doesn't work. So we've got to stop it and nip it in the bud at the start. So something that you can do is create a content framework first and foremost that you can rely upon. And this is a system that I taught a lot, and we come straight back down to, all right, well, who is your audience? What do you want to talk about? What do you love talking about? And how do you move people through the various stages of what it is that you do? Okay, so let's pretend that you are a stylist, okay? So if you're a stylist, the first thing that you might do in your marketing education of your people, whether they're an existing client or whether they're a prospect, and you're showing them the transformation timeline that you can take them through, the first thing as a stylist that you're going to do is you're going to help them to you're going to educate them. So you might educate them on really trying to work out what their own style is through different strategies that you have. And then you might go, okay, so now you've got that. Let's have a look at the parts of your body. When you look in the mirror, what do you feel really confident about? Is it your face? Is it your skin? Is it your eyes? Is it your ass? Is it your shoes? Is it your nails? Like what do you enjoy about yourself? And then once you've got that, then it's like, hey, let's go and have a look at some ways to then dress for that, right? So then it's empowering them to be able to go and do that without you. So there's 4 stages. There's the education, the awareness, the strategy, and then ongoing, like autonomous, right? So you could step them through that way. Now, if you think about a content framework, in that first section where you're looking at education, there are so many things that you can talk about within just that one section. There's probably a good 3 or 4 things, and then you can go deep into all of those, right? And then when it comes to being aware of all of that, and then the next phase, you can go deep into each of those. This is where the content map, if you guys haven't got the content map, you need to get on that. It's downloadable for free on my website, www.nicolamoras.com.au, and you can download it, or you can buy yourself a writable copy. It looks like that over there. It's like a really big whiteboard type of writing, erasable thing on there. So that's that. If you are, let's think about someone else. If you are a health coach, you can take people through. It's probably a really similar thing. Number one, awareness, and then goal setting, and what is it that you actually want. The next one might be stock taking, getting really clear on what's actually going on in your world. The next thing is support and education, and let's get you implementing and get into action. And then the next thing that you'll go through is around sustainability, right? And then how to take your fitness training or whatever, or your health to the next level. So there's always things that you can talk about. Always things that you can talk about. It's about putting a strategy in place that is going to support you on the days where you're like, oh my God, I feel like I have nothing to freaking say today, right? So we can fix that. Excuse, be gone. The next thing that I will often get told is, oh, Nicola, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to do a Facebook Live. I don't have the time to put up a post. I don't have the time to write a blog. I don't have the time to blah, blah. So there's something that I have been getting my clients to do, and I've been doing it as well. Hello, Jess. And that is a reality check. Now, the reality check, and you can just do this really simply by breaking your day down into maybe 15-minute increments or half an hour increments, just actually documenting what it is that you actually do. So write down every day what you do in each 15-minute or half-hour block, and you'll start to see how much time you're actually wasting. You will start to see how much time, because you've got an accountability thing on your checklist there, where you're like, oh God, I just spent half an hour scrolling through Facebook. What the heck? If you are busy, I don't mean really busy, then that's fine. But the beautiful thing is at the moment is that we have got a really easy way of being able to post online, and that is directly from our phone. We don't have to do it from our computer. We don't have to do it from the laptop. We don't have to do it from an iPad. You can post something. You can write a blog. You can write a post. You can go live on your phone, which means that even if you are time pressured, so why don't you grab your phone, and then when you go to the toilet, it's not the most beautiful place to write a post, but if you just need to get 5 minutes out, you can put a post up while you're sitting on the toilet, for example. Time is not an excuse. You could do it while you're sitting in the pickup zone at the kids' school. Make sure the park brake is on. Make sure all of the things are off. You could put up a post in the school car park where you share something. Right? You can do it on the commute. Don't do it while you're driving. That's not a good solution. But there are so many pockets of time that if you really wanted to put some posts up, if you really wanted to create content, if you're really committed to putting yourself out there, being visible, achieving the things that you really want, you will find the time. And you will not buy into the excuse or the reason that there is no time. Okay, you could even do it, when you go to bed and you're sitting there and you might put your phone on charge and you're scrolling or whatever, you could spend 5 minutes putting up a post then. You can create content, you have got time. I don't buy into that. Is that. The next thing that people will often say, and this is where we start to kind of really work out and find out what's actually really going on. They're like, oh, well, I don't want people to think that I'm posting too much. I don't want people to think that I'm spamming them. I don't want people to think I'm always selling. I don't want people to do this, that, and the other. Well, when you say those things, you are actually giving your power away. Why can't we let everybody else make up their own damn mind about what is spam, what is not? What they can make up their own mind, whether they want to read your stuff or not. I mean, I sometimes do feel like that I'm kind of pushing something, right? So at the moment, I'm talking about the Business Badassery Mastermind. I'm really freaking excited about it. If you're not in it, you should be in it. It's only $99 a month, ending at midnight tonight. We've discussed this. I've been talking a lot about that in the last week because I'm pumped about it. Yet, I still have people say, oh, I hadn't even heard about that. Really? Is that what you're doing? Oh, cool. Yeah, you know what? Tell me more about it. Just because we feel like we're talking about something a lot doesn't mean that our people feel like that we're talking about something a lot. The other thing is that so many people need to hear about what it is that you're doing and selling and talking about whatever, a good 7 to 10 times. So if you're worried about, or like they might not even see it in their news feed. Hey, Georgina. They might not even see it in their news feed. So like I said, I've been talking about the Business Badassery Mastermind for a good week, or maybe I launched it at the start of the week. I can't remember. All my days have got mixed in together. I think it was last week. And I'm like, you guys, I know I've talked about this a lot, but don't forget about it. There is so much going on in your news feeds that you won't all have seen it. You won't all know about it. You won't all have had the reminders about it. So it's really, I don't want to take the power away from you guys to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to buy. I can't assume that you've all seen it. I can't assume that you're all like, yes, this is great. And then you just forgot because you got distracted by something else that's going on in your news feed. Right? My job is to make sure that people know how I can help them. Your job is to help people know and remind them that you're there and that you can help them. Okay, so it's always super interesting when people come, like they might have been floating around and they come back and then they start liking all of your posts in a row, or they start opening all of your emails in like over the course of an hour. They'll read email after email after email after email, or they'll go and read, click like on a post, like they binge watch your content. They binge read your emails. They binge watch and read your posts. It would be negligent of you to not let people know how it is that they can work with you. Okay, so don't buy into the bullshit reason or excuse that, I don't want my people to spam me. Let them make their own decision. I don't want people to think I'm spamming them, was what I should say. Let them make their own decision. Okay, your job is to just, show up. If you are proud, I wrote about this yesterday. I hope that you are all fucking proud, damn proud of what it is that you've created. I hope you are so excited and pumped and fiercely passionate about what it is that you've created. And if you're not willing to stand on the rooftops and shout that shit everywhere and say, this is who I am, and this is what I have to do, and this is what I'm here, this is how I'm here to help, and this is how you can buy from me. If you don't want to buy from me, that's fine. And this is how you can be motivated by me. This is how I can inspire you. If you're not willing to get out there and do that, then maybe you need to think about your program. Maybe you need to rethink your content. Maybe you need to rethink your strategy. You need to be so damn proud of what it is that you're creating, so passionate about what it is that you're creating. Otherwise, nobody else is going to be excited or activated or inspired or motivated to buy your stuff. Like if you're living in a land of apathy, it's kind of like, oh yeah, this is all right. Oh yeah, this will do. Like I'm just going to put this out there and we'll just see what happens. That is not going to fucking cut it. It's just not. Don't buy into an excuse around, well, what, this person's doing this, I don't want to do it that way. That's fine. Do it in your way, but be proud about what you're doing. Shout it, sing it, proclaim it, put it on a freaking, don't literally, but put it on a freaking billboard. Be so happy and so excited to talk about who you are, what it is that you do, and how you help people, how they can buy from you, or how they can access free stuff. That is your job. Your whole job is to show up and be that beacon of light, be that fucking lighthouse so that they can actually hear you. And don't assume to know the piece of content that will resonate with people. Okay, your job is to just show up and then keep sharing that. So the excuse around I don't know what to say has been completely annihilated. The excuse around, oh, Nicola, this, I really want to do this, but I just don't have the time to put content out there, or that you don't have the time to write sales posts. Well, you know what? You're going to keep being invisible. They will not see you. They will not know that you exist. You will end up in that big trash pile of, people who wanted to create, not a trash pile. I'm imagining like a tip, actually, like the tip of courses that don't get sold. It's like the the dumping ground for the failed launches because people aren't willing to get out there and talk about their stuff. It's crazy to me. You know, if you're passionate and excited, then share it and don't buy into the I don't have the time. You could even do it, like I said, one of the tricks, and I don't do this often, but I will admit it sometimes, and I know it probably sounds really gross, but you know what, we're all good friends here. Sometimes I will escape all of the people and I'll go sit on the toilet for like 5 minutes and put a post up in there. Not a photo. I don't ever put a photo. Then sometimes I will go put a post up when the inspiration strikes. It's just got to be done. Sometimes I'll do it when I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner. Don't tell me that you don't have time to put a post up. You could do a live stream in the kitchen. You could do a live stream while you're out walking. You could do a live stream while you're at the gym. You could do a live stream from freaking anywhere in the car park of childcare. Don't buy into the bullshit that you don't have time, because you do. And also don't buy into the shit that people are going to be pissed off if you post too much. You know what? If they are pissed off because you're posting too much, they are not your hot, cold clients. They are also probably not your people. They are probably not ever going to buy from you. Or maybe what will happen is you're so exuberant, you're so consistent, you just do the thing that you do every day, and you completely put yourself in the hands of faith, in the universe, in God, in trust, and you just know that your job is to just keep showing up and that the tide will turn and that people will come. That's exactly what you need to do. And then sometimes, and what I love is that I was chatting with a lady last week actually, who said, you know what, I came across you a few years ago and you just haven't stopped. Like, you just keep going. You know, there was even a period of time there where I scaled things back and I just sort of started putting up, I just focused on keeping the skeleton content going up because I had a whole lot of stuff going at home that I just didn't have capacity, really, energetic capacity to keep going at the same level that I was a few years ago. And so I just scaled it back to the skeleton content. But, you know, nobody even really noticed because I was so consistent with getting everything up all the time. Though they're the people that come back eventually. They're like, you know what, I left. I might have got pissed off by what you said. I might have been activated by what you said. But you know what? You're obviously doing something right, because I keep seeing that you're showing up. I keep seeing you being there. And consistency of message, consistency of showing up, consistently putting advice out there, sharing hints, tips, entertaining, engaging, educating. By showing up, people can only start to see who you are, what you're about, and that you are driven and motivated by helping other people. And that some people will buy from you and then some people won't, and that's totally fine. But all of the excuses in the world are not going to make you more visible, right? So you need to eliminate them and annihilate them in their tracks, starting right now. Yes, starting right now. Okay, so that is my very passionate rant today about no more excuses. You can't afford the excuses, guys. You know, if you want to make $100,000 a year, if you want to make $1 million a year, if you want to make $250,000, like regardless of how much money you want to make, regardless of how many people you want to help, you cannot buy into excuses, which are all they're doing is, it's like listening to the devil. It's like listening to the snake in the Garden of Eden. The only thing that is stopping you from getting you to where it is that you want to be is you and the bullshit excuses that are simply not true. So it's time to get rid of them, show up, front up, get out there, go help some people, be visible, and do the things that you're here to do. Share your message. If you want help with that, jump in the Business Badassery Mastermind. I've got to tell you, I'm recording today 4 more audios for the $1 Million Success Mindset, meditations, journaling hacks, and visualizations so that you can become the queen or the king of the motherfucking internet. I've got that being recorded, the next 4 today. We're up to, I think, number 11 in the recordings, and they are freaking awesome. They're being offered as the bonus for the founding members in the mastermind. So get into that. It's just, I'm excited about that content as well. So get in there, go do it. If you've got questions about it, let me know. And yeah, get out there, go kick some ass. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. Have a really beautiful and fabulous weekend. Celebrate some more about all that you've achieved, but not before getting out there and putting up a post. Not before you get out there and go and do a live. Celebrate the shit out of everything after that. All right, everybody, I look forward to chatting with you on Monday, getting to the Business Badassery Mastermind, and I can't wait to welcome you in there. All right.